Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. If you don't know me, my name is Jordan, and in today's video I'm just gonna give y'all some high school advice, whether it's you going into your freshman year or sophomore year, whatever. I am going into my senior year, so you already know we about to get down. Hopefully y'all gonna have a good year. Also, don't mind the background. I do share a room with my brother, so it's like this is my side and that's his side, and he decided to buy that. So if you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe, and also comment what grade you're going into and if you're excited or not. Let's just get into the video because I feel like I'm taking too long, and yeah, let's go. So first we got academics and grades. Academics and grades should be like one of the first things you prioritize in school. Like in school, you need to like get them grades up and make your family proud. Like stay on top of your work. Something I highly recommend is getting close to your teachers, because if you get close to your teachers, that means that like, let's say you need extra credit, you can ask them for extra credit, and you don't gotta worry about like, you know, like if you really need the extra credit, like just ask them and you're good. Like, it's also good to keep in mind that this goes for every grade, like any grade you're going into, like even middle school. Even keep in mind that some kids have problems going on. Okay, kids got problems going on, and that's why I say get close to your teacher, because let's say you got problems at home, you know, like some people got problems at home, especially with their parents, or like I don't know, people got problems. Okay, it's not really nobody's business. That's why I say get close to a teacher, because I feel like teachers are very like Bible in a sense of they could help you out. Like if you need to talk to someone that you can't talk to at home, you can talk to a teacher and they could potentially help you with things you got going on. Okay, so make sure you get close to your teachers for that. There's this other thing, but that's a different topic, so we're gonna talk about that after. But yeah, don't be afraid to challenge yourself. So taking harder classes or doing a sport, even, don't be afraid to challenge yourself, but also don't overwhelm yourself. Okay, my school personally, well, what I heard is honors and CPA are not that different from each other. They're not that different, but I don't know, people live everywhere, so maybe like the honors classes are harder than the CPAs. But again, don't be afraid to challenge yourself, especially if like you think you're better in a certain subject than the other. Like don't be afraid to, you know, like, oh, you're better in English, then take honors English, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to challenge yourself, do things that you think you're good at. And yeah, if you're planning on going to colleges, look into colleges, especially, well, not in the beginning of, again, freshman year. In the beginning of freshman year, I feel like you don't really need to worry about college. Just worry about your grades and where you at right now, because that's like, you still got 3 more years to go, you know what I mean? But if you're transferring into sophomore year, during that time, look into colleges, because if you look into colleges, some colleges prioritize like certain classes that you might need to take. So if you go into sophomore year, you can look at colleges that prioritize certain classes, and then if you can't take those classes yet, when junior year comes around, I think in most schools, junior years, you're able to take more advanced classes. So if you take those classes, your chances of getting into the college are more valuable and higher than like other people if they didn't really look into the classes. That's about it for academics and grades. Especially again, freshman year, just enjoy your freshman year. It should not be that hard. I personally did good. I don't think it was that hard for me, at least. I highly recommend taking honors freshman year, so it looks better on like your resume. It can even like push your GPA up a little. And I think also the credits, again, depending on your school, the credits could be more, and for my school at least. So, but yeah, just do good. A C is better than a D and a F. Okay, if you're stuck with a C, then that's okay, because at least you still passed and you didn't fail. So, but just because I said it doesn't mean like don't try. Like get A's and B's, okay, because it will boost your GPA, especially if you want to go to college. Okay, the next topic is friendships. Now, friendships, freshmen, okay? Keep in mind that everyone is looking for friends because it's a new environment. I know that in middle school, especially like 8th grade graduation, you know, like everybody's looking into high school and like, oh, I'm going to here and here. So maybe you're thinking like, oh, I have some friends from middle school that are going to into high school with me, you know, or going to the same high school. But look, friendships do not stay and people change, okay? Those friends from middle school might, like, you might see every once in a while, but staying friends is something that might not happen. Friendships come and go. Not everybody will be with you, but it is good to make some friends, like at least 1 to 2 friends that you can talk to. If you're close to 1 to 2 friends and it's kind of like you make more friends and it's now like kind of a group, it's good to keep like 1 or 2 friends close, you know what I mean? But also friendships wise, like, just be nice to everybody. I feel like there's a lot of rude people who go into school thinking like they the biggest boss or whatever. Like everybody has their own life and doing their own thing, and I promise you a lot of kids just mind their business. I personally did. I don't really know if where you live there might be messy people. Just be nice to people, okay? Everybody's new. There might be some new kid there, you know. If you're an introvert, I was low-key an introvert. Like, my 2 friends that I did make that year, they came up to me and talked to me, okay? I didn't go, no, I did not. But if you're an introvert, don't be afraid. Please don't be afraid. Like, I promise you, you will make friends. You won't make a 1 or 2 friends, okay? If you're an introvert, let's see you at lunch and you're an introvert. If you see somebody sitting alone, go up to them. They probably have the same interests as you. Talk about school, like, it may not even be in the same grade as you, but that's why it's a good, like, conversation starter to be like, hey, what's your name? What grade are you in? Like, are you excited for school? Because it's the start of school, you know what I mean? Like, it's the start of school, so it's like, can just talk about that. They can also give you advice too. That's something that I feel like a lot of people don't think about, is like, if you're a freshman or even a sophomore, even you got some upperclassmen friends, they could give you some advice, what teachers are bad, what classes to take, what classes not to take, and things like that. So make sure that you're just open, be open-minded about things, be open-minded about, again, the problems thing, like people got things going on and things like that. So from friendships, we have clubs. From clubs, you can also make a lot of friends. That's where you're gonna meet like your upperclassmen friends, or make the upperclassmen friends from clubs. I know some people, I personally didn't really have time to look into clubs or do clubs because like my family or whatever, but make sure to look into clubs if your school has some that you're interested in, because that is where you're gonna find friends and find people who have the same interests as you that you can just talk about, and then from there, you know, like eventually get closer, all that jibber jabber. Okay, sports, that's what I said. Sports, getting closer to teachers, this is very important, okay? I personally am not a sports person, however, I did try out for volleyball. My 3 years, I did not get in them 3 years. I think I could have made JV during junior year, but I did like try out for varsity because I think I was like confused that day. I don't know what was going on. Post your teachers, especially if you don't use your lockers. Sports, having 2 bags is like very mandatory, okay? Having 2 bags is mandatory. Not to say get close to your teachers, because if you get close to your teachers, or in my school at least, some of the teachers that people are close to, you can just leave, or not just leave, but like you ask the teacher, be like, hey, can I leave my bag here, and then after school I have a sport, I can just come and grab it, you know? That's why I was saying like get close to your teacher so you can do that. But it could also be tedious because let's say like you gotta go across the school to get your bag. Like my school was pretty, it's big, but it's not like too big where you gotta walk outside to get to another building. Like, no. That's another thing that you should keep in mind if you're doing sports like track, volleyball, swimming. I know some schools have swimming, football, soccer. Sports start at different times, so let's say your volleyball season starts later in the year. If you're close with teachers, like you already have that, like, hey, when volleyball season starts around, is it okay if I leave my sports back here so I can just, yeah. I think that's all. My upperclassmen, I definitely say just, again, focus on work. Look into colleges if you want to go to college. Oh, driver's ed or your driver's license. Look, I didn't take driver's ed because my birthday's in January, so I'm 17 right now, so in January I'll be 18. If you want to take driver's ed, take driver's ed, okay? But some people don't have time. That's why I say this now and just wait till you're 18. I'm waiting till I'm 18 because, like, I'm almost 18. August 10th. So I still got a few months to go. If you want to take driver's ed and skirt to Duncan before the school thing, make sure to check driver's ed. I know, like, it's this whole thing. I don't really know if it's called driver's ed in your state, so it might be called something else, but like whatever the requirements are to start driving, like under age or under 18. Some people would like to drive to school, especially if like your parents or whatever like have a car and and they're like, okay, go take the car, drive to school, all that. I don't know, I think that's it really. Connecting to the teachers part, your counselor too. Get close to your counselor, especially like if you don't like a certain class in the beginning of the year, you can immediately switch it out, or hopefully you can immediately switch it out. I personally never switched a class over a teacher. I more really did it over like a class. Make sure to switch it out, get out of there. I know some people are already in school. It's probably like their second week of school already. I know some people started August 3rd. My school started September 3rd, so like I still got a few weeks to go. But hopefully if you're in school or not in school right now, this video helps you out. I do plan on doing like a back to school haul. I still have things to order. Hopefully I can get that video out sooner or later. I think that's about it. If this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, make sure to like and subscribe. And also, like I said, don't forget to comment what year you're going into, if you're excited or not. And also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment. I'll be sure to respond. Hopefully you liked the video. If this anyway, I already said that shit. This video helped you, because one more thing, drama, okay? I personally was never in no deep drama, for real. They don't need to know your business. They really don't, okay? But just stay out of drama. Do not fight. Do not fight. Mind your business, bro. Mind your business. You don't force friendships. Don't force relationships. Oh my god, relationships, girl. Honestly, all I gotta say about that is, if you do find someone, be sure that that person is uplifting you while you're uplifting the person. But also be sure that it's not your job to prioritize someone who's doing bad, if that makes sense. Like, it's good to like keep them motivated if they're down, but it's not your job to like them back up. Like, they should learn that on their own type. You need to pressure yourself into like forcing energy into someone that's not gonna reciprocate your feelings, if that makes sense. Don't force a relationship either, like, it'll be a little cute, but like keep it under the go too. Like, you don't need to tell everybody your business all the time. Yeah, but thank you for watching. I also have another video up, but that's more on like how my life has been. Hopefully your school year goes well, and yeah, like, just be safe, have fun. School should never like be stressful, for real. Get sleep. Oh my gosh, make sure to get sleep, bro. Like, school is gonna kill your hours, especially if you work too, girl. You're gonna die. Like, I don't work yet. My sophomore and junior year, I barely got sleep, but it's okay. We still survived. Only the strongest survive. So hopefully your school year goes well, and I'll see y'all in the next one. hopefully the video wasn't too boring and I just talk bullshit. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.